All right, friends, welcome to your very first yoga class. I am so excited to lead you through this flow today. We're gonna have an all-around, beautiful, full body, full mind, full spirit check-in, warm-up, and tune-up. So we're actually gonna start on our backs for this today. So make your way to your mat, find Shavasana, and let's get started. So you have the option here. You can either lay all the way in Shavasana with your legs out. If it feels better, you can stamp your feet onto your mats with your knees up towards the sky. Or if you'd like, you can put the bottoms of your feet together, knees out towards the side, like butterfly wings. Whatever feels best for you. Once you arrive in the leg shape that works for you best, go ahead and take your hands, one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Notice how your breath naturally moves through your body. Whether that be slow and steady, or shallow and quick. No judgment, no right, no wrong, just notice. As you begin to dive into your breath, see if you can gently begin to widen and deepen your breath pattern. Maybe taking in one more sip of air every single time you breathe in. And really surrendering as you exhale, pushing out every last bit of oxygen in your lungs. Allow this experience of starting to control your breath to be one that allows you to deeply connect to yourself in this moment. Notice what parts of your body become activated as you widen, deepen your breath. Notice what parts of your mind are fired on as you begin to deepen and widen your breath. As you take a moment to tune in, just allow anything that needs to come up to come up. Again, without judgment, without needing it to be a certain way, just notice, become the observer. The theme for our class today is to really get in touch, connected to all the parts of ourselves. In every single thing that we do, even down to our breath, can you allow that really authentic connection with yourself to come through? Together, we'll take 3 really deep breaths to ground us in, to connect us together, and to allow ourselves to start to pick up a rhythm, a cadence to our breath. This rhythm and cadence will be what continues to carry us through class today. before we begin the breath, go ahead and exhale all of your air from your lungs. Push it out, push your belly button down towards your spine to really make sure that you have all the air out of your system. Inhale through your nose, fill up so much that your hands begin to move. And then open mouth, exhale, clear the space, clear your body, clear your mind, clear your heart. Twice more like that. Inhale all the way from the bottom of your lungs, through the middle, to the top. Exhale, release, surrender, let it go. Once more like this, deep breath in, take your time to get to the top. Open mouth, exhale, take your time to get to the bottom. On your next breath in, reach your palms back behind you and your feet away from your center. Full body stretch, all the way from palms to toes. Open up. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze. Begin to rock from side to side. Massage out those muscles that hold up your spinal column all day long. If it feels good, maybe even make some circles with your knees so that you can feel that nice massage all the way down to your tailbone. And again, no right, no wrong way to move here. You're just connecting with yourself, communing with your body, noticing what places feel tight, what places feel tense, what places need just a little bit extra love today. Good, and as you begin to find that movement, we'll meet in a twist, a really gentle twist. Let your knees rock over to the left-hand side. You can gaze over your right shoulder. Option to bring your right palm out to the side like a capital T. You can place your left palm out to the side as well, or maybe on top of your right hip, just to add a little bit of weight. Once you're here, take deep breaths. Notice how this twist is naturally wringing out anything that you don't need to carry as we begin to move through class today. Anything you no longer need can just be pushed out through your breath, wrung out through your body, and left here. One more full inhale and full exhale. Next breath in, squeeze your knees back into your chest. And then let them fall over towards the right hand side this time, giving yourself that gentle twist. Left palm out to the side if that feels good. Option to bring your right palm on top of your left hip. Again, right away, tap into your breath. Allow yourself to be immersed in the present moment, in your experience as you travel through your body. Noticing tiny shifts, little interesting changes. Keep your breath moving in and out. After you fully finish an exhale, bring your knees back into your chest on your inhale. Give them a nice squeeze. And then grab behind your knees. Begin to rock the length of your spine this time. Give yourself 2, 3, 4, 5 really good rocks. Up, back, and down, all the way from your shoulders to your tailbone, until you can come all the way to a boat pose. Balance right here on your tailbone. Options. You can keep your feet right in front of you. Just squeeze your inner thighs towards one another so that your knees touch. Option 2, you can bring your feet off the ground. If you do so, either point your toes straight forward or flex your feet so that your toes face up towards the sky. Awesome. Now notice what's happening through your upper body. Notice if you're starting to cave in. If so, almost imagine like there's a string attached to your chest, lifting you up towards the sky. Option to bring your palms out in front of you, or you can always keep them right on your legs. Again, chest towards the sky. Relax your shoulders down your back. That'll help you puff your chest up and out. Now I know it gets uncomfortable to stay here, but rather than assuming or imagining that pain or feeling that discomfort, can you shift that? I am strong, I am powerful, I am capable. Really feeling that power come in. Noticing the things you don't need, which are doubt, lack, fear. Keep your chest high, take a big breath in. Exhale out. Drop your feet down to the ground, tabletop pose, send your feet back behind you. Stack your shoulders directly over top of your palms. Stack your hips directly over top of your knees. Give yourself that nice square shape in your body. As you inhale, drop your belly down to the ground, gaze up to the sky, cow pose. Squeeze your shoulder blades together here, just starting to warm up through the spine. Send your chin 1 inch higher, send your belly 1 inch lower. Big breath in. Exhale, cat pose, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, hollow out. Send your belly button all the way up towards the sky, press down into all 10 fingertips, as well as your palms to really let your shoulder blades disappear. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly. Exhale, cat, round your spine. Once more like that. Inhale, cow, belly down. Exhale, cat, round it up. Good. Then begin to make some circles here. Big circles through your spine. Get your hips involved. Get your neck involved. Allow this big movement to run through your body. Now as you explore your body, notice where you might be holding the tension and tightness. Again, this is our very first practice, so we're really discovering what's happening here. Notice what's happening. Where's the tightness? Where's the tension? Where do you naturally hold your stress? Make sure you go in the other direction if you haven't already. Invite in that movement. And keep your breath moving through your body. That's our center point. Keep your breath moving. Finish out your next breath. And then meet in a tabletop pose. Puppy pose is what we're going to move into next. Gently walk your palms out in front of you until your chest comes closer down to the ground. Your chest does not have to touch the ground. However, if it does, that's cool. You can always bring your forehead to the ground, or if you're finding a lot of flexibility in your back, you can bring your chin towards the mat. We're going to stay here for 4 breaths. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel that opening happening through your heart space. Surrender your heart to the earth. Allow yourself to be filled up with energy from the earth back into your heart. More breath. Take your time, gently walk your palms back in and underneath your shoulders. Flip your toes under and hover your knees up off the ground. Another little work for our belly here. Rather than allowing yourself to move into, I don't want to do this, this is hard, start your reprogramming straight off the bat. I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm capable. This is easy for me because my body has the musculature to do so. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips high to the sky. Take your time here. Pedal out your feet, rock your hips, roll your wrists, roll your head. Allow this to be another check-in point. What does your body need and how can you naturally give it? Does it need stretch? Does it need stillness? Does it need movement? Take 2 more breaths to explore. Down dog. When you're ready for some stillness, spread all 10 of your fingertips as wide as you possibly can and grip them down into your mat. Now press with your palm and those fingertips into the ground so hard that your hips begin to lift up towards the sky. Let your chest press through your arms towards your kneecaps. As you inhale, lift your heels up off the ground as high as you can, come to your toes. Exhale, gently melt them down. Slight bend in your knees to protect your knee joints. Twice more like that. Inhale, heels up, press them high. Exhale, heels melt down. Feel the stretch in the back side of your legs. Inhale, heels up towards the sky. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, look forward at your palms. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet right underneath your hips. Keep a really nice bend in your knees, so much so that you can lay your torso on top of your thighs. Drop your chin down towards your chest. Always an option to keep your palms hanging down towards the ground. If it feels good, you can grab for opposite elbows to allow a little bit more weight towards the earth. Now, concentration here is not the back side of the legs, it's how long can you make your spine, all the way from your tailbone down through your spine, out through the top of your head. Can you make that line really long and really decompress, really expansive? We've got 5 breaths here. Another option with your palms is to interlace them right behind the nape of your neck. That just adds a little bit more weight. Another check-in point here, use your breath to decode what subtle shifts have happened already in this practice. 2 more breaths together. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gently drop your palms close to the earth. Keep your knees bent and roll your spine all the way to stand. Take your time here, 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you get to the top of your space, give yourself a few shoulder rolls, up, back, and down. Stretch it out. Give yourself a few neck rolls, 1 to the right. And 1 to the left, nice and slow. Bring your palms together right in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Press your thumbs into your heart back into your thumbs. Keep your belly tight, close your eyes. Another check-in point. Now that we're standing, What do you notice is different about your body? Is there strength that you've cultivated? Power? Is there flexibility that you've cultivated? Openness? With your breath, can you stay committed to staying right here, right now, as we move through? Continuously being present by noticing that your breath is the vehicle for the shifting. Your breath is what moves the energy. Yes, our physical bodies are moving, but our breath is what moves our physical bodies. Let's take a big breath together. First, push out your air so we start fresh. Belly button to spine. Inhale through your nose. Fill, 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 fill. Open mouth, exhale. You can always keep your eyes closed, or if you want to blink them open, you can. Inhale, mountain pose. Press your palms to the sky. Only thing that changes is your arms. Keep your feet rooted down into the ground. Keep your belly tucked into your spine. Drop your shoulders away from your ears to make space alongside your neck. Take a big breath in. Give yourself a little back bend. Chest to the sky, open up, expand through the front line of your body. Allow that next breath in to take you 1 inch deeper. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in your knees as you gently lower your chest down to the earth. Once you arrive, shake your head no. Nod your head yes. Get really long through your cervical spine. Inhale is halfway lift. For this variation today, bring your palms by your hips, lengthen through the top of your head. One straight line from your tailbone out through the top of your head through your spine. Palms back behind you, so again, you can lengthen through your neck. Gaze down rather than up to make sure that the back side of your neck is long. Now, rather than having your weight into your heels, bring them into your toes. Keep your heels on the ground, but notice how when you bring your weight into your toes, you activate through your hamstrings, those big muscles in the backside of your legs. Big breath in here. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your palms to the earth. Step your left foot back behind you. So we've got our right foot in front here. Palms down to the earth. Notice this nice openness through our legs. Our first time that we've had a separate leg posture. Take a breath in and take a breath out. With your palms grounded onto the earth, inhale your right leg up to the sky, back behind you. Pop open your hip for this first time. Bend your knee and allow that openness through your hip crease. Maybe make a circle from right to left to open up. Maybe a circle from left to right. Notice how this gives you a chance to check in with your body. Notice your breath. Drop your right hip down in line with your left. Send your right heel back up to the sky. Take a big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop your right foot to meet your left. Let's try all of that on the other side. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet up to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms back behind you, belly tight. Exhale, forward fold, chest towards the earth. Inhale, mountain pose. Bring your palms up towards the sky. Now again, let's get our feet grounded. First time, really slow here. Inhale brings your chest up towards the sky, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend in your knees, gently lower. Inhale, halfway lift, palms back behind you, long neck. Exhale, low lunge, this time right toes back behind you. Keep your left foot forward. Now allow yourself to notice this position. Right and left hips are in alignment here. Rather than the right hip hiking up or down, keep them aligned. Notice if you can ground your palms onto the earth with this leg bent. If not, no worries, but again, we're just noticing. Notice all the details you can. Inhale, send your left foot up to the sky. First time here on this side, so bend your knee, stack your hip, Give yourself some movement. Let it feel nice. With your left foot still lifted, drop your left hip down in line with your right. Straighten through your leg. Flex your toes to the ground. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot down. Breathe in. And breathe out. Let's flow this all together. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step or float your feet to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, palms back. Exhale, forward fold, drop. Inhale, mountain pose. Option for that back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in your knees as you lower. Inhale, halfway lift, weight into your toes. Exhale, low lunge, left toes back. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky, toes face down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain with a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, low lunge, right toes back. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, option for that back bend. Exhale, forward fold, take your time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, low lunge, left toes back. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, down dog. One more side, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms back. Exhale, low lunge, right toes back. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Fill up your lungs to their capacity. Loud, open mouth, exhale, release. Beautiful. Another one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Beautiful. Let's find a child's pose. Drop down to your knees, separate them wide. Bring your toes together back behind you. Send your hips to meet your feet and walk your palms out in front of you. Forehead down towards the earth if that feels good. Allow yourself to gently sink now. Another point in this class to check in. What's happening? How's your breath? What part of your body is talking to you? What parts still feel a little tense? What parts could you really let go of? What parts now feel strong and moved? Allow yourself to tap into that, to take note, to take account. And stay here for 5 breaths, noticing the shifts. Sit with yourself, notice what comes up. There's so much magic to be had here. breath here. Inhale up to tabletop pose. And we'll find a high plank pose here. Now, I am certain that throughout this course, we're going to be trying on a lot of chaturangas. And this is a movement that I think is done incorrectly a lot, and I want to make sure that we know how to do this really safely. So as you're holding this high plank, notice what muscles are firing on. Grip down into your fingertips. That's going to be your brake system as we move. Keep your belly tight. Keep your heels pushed back behind you. That way your legs are fired on. First, I just want you to shift your weight forward and back a few times. Forward onto the tops of your toes so that your shoulders go in front of your palms. And then back so that your shoulders are over top of your palms again. Twice more. Forward on your inhale. Exhale brings you back. Once more. Forward on your inhale. Exhale brings you back. Now go ahead and drop down to your knees. I want to show you a few variations that you can try on. That way you feel really ready and secure. First variation, you're going to do that same exact shift forward. That's going to be on your inhale. Inhale, shift forward. Shoulders come in front. Exhale, I want you to think about lowering only halfway down. Elbows glued into your side bodies. Notice how my elbows stack straight over top of my wrists. As you inhale, you'll come up to an upward facing dog, straight in through your wrists. Pick your knees up off of the ground as you press into the tops of your toes. Take a big breath in here. Exhale will lead you to a downward facing dog, hips high. So that's option one, always available. Option two is to come into that high plank again, and we'll do that same thing together. So high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower only halfway, elbows into your body. Inhale, upward facing dog, chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Third option is to always just stay in high plank as you're building up that full body strength. Let's go ahead and meet in a downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Amazing. We're going to come to a seat, and we're actually going to make our way all the way down to our backs. Coming in to a little bit of stretching before we find ourselves right back where we started in Shavasana. So stamp your feet onto the ground, knees up towards the sky. Take your right leg, lift it up towards the sky, cross it over your left knee. This is kind of a supine half pigeon pose that we're going to try on. This one is called figure 4. That's where we're going to start. Now you might already feel a stretch in your outer right hip, and if you don't, option to take your right palm and begin to press gently on your right knee to open it up. Keep your right toes flexed towards your right knee so that you feel the activation through your knee joint. Option to stay here, or if you still don't feel that nice deep stretch, take your palms and interlace them back behind your left leg. Pick your left foot up off the ground. This might feel really nice in your body. And if it still is not enough, place your left foot back down to the ground. Take your right foot into the crease of your left elbow and your right knee into the crease of your right elbow. That'll just bring this leg a little closer to your body. Now, wherever you are, we're gonna stay for 3 whole breaths. I want you to really think about how you can let go and surrender on these exhales. Our hips are a pretty tight place for most people. Lots of reasons, but main reason in my experience is that we hold a lot of tension here because this is where we hold our emotions. When we don't process our emotions, they naturally stick to our body in the form of tissue. So we're developing all of this rough tissue when we're not allowing our bodies and emotions to be released out of our bodies. Another reason, if you don't want to get too deep into it is that a lot of us sit all day for our job. We're not actively moving our hip joint a lot. If any emotion does come up as you're in these hip stretches, allow it to come up. Remember, we're just in the observer seat today. We're allowing, we're noticing. So no judgment, no right, no wrong, just allowing ourselves to get everything that we need out of today's practice. Take one more breath here. Gently rewind however you got in. We'll meet with both knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Move into the other side when you're ready. Right foot down onto the ground, left foot high, cross it over. That's first. Make sure you go through these steps. Not enough? Press your left knee to the side and apart from your chest. Not enough? Interlace your palms behind your right leg. And stay here for a few breaths. If you still notice that this is not deep enough, you can move into that supine pigeon. Left foot in the crease of your right elbow. Left knee into the crease of your left elbow. Right away, once you arrive, find your breath. Notice, be aware, be in the present moment, be in the experience of you creating space through your physical body by allowing whatever needs to come up, come up. Use your breath. Here. Gently unravel how you came in. Knees into your chest. This time we'll find happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Grab for your feet or your ankles or even your knees. Press your knees down in towards your armpits to find that openness through your groin, through your inner thighs. Option to stay right here, or if it feels good to rock side to side, you can try on that variation. Allowing yourself to be immersed in the experience of baby-like movement. It's called Ananda Balasana because Ananda means bliss, means joy. So allow yourself to move into that. Babies are always happy, well, not always, but when they don't need something, they have this lightness about them, this joy. And see if you can tap into that for the next 2 breaths. Back into your chest. Straighten your left leg down towards the ground. Squeeze your right knee into your right armpit. Remove the wind from your lungs as you press your knee into your armpit. Find that stretch, that compression in your hip flexor. Take a breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Carry your right knee across your body. Our second twist of class today. Notice how this twist happens a little more naturally. There's more space. Stack your right hip over top of your left. Gaze over your right shoulder. And again, wring out any last little bit that you don't need for the rest of your day. Gently come back to the center when you're ready. Both knees in. Notice the difference in the right and left sides. Right leg straight. When you're ready, compress your left knee into your left armpit. Squeeze all the air out of your lungs. Really find that compression. Breathe in to fill your lungs. Exhale, supine twist. Carry your left knee across your body. Right arm, left arm out to the side to finish off that twist. Gaze over your left shoulder if that feels aligned. And find deep breaths here. Connect to yourself. One more breath here. Back to center. Once you're finished, squeeze your knees into your chest. One last big hug for yourself. Take a breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Just how we started. Let yourself tap in. Notice the changes. Notice the shifts that this practice has brought you. How does this Shavasana feel different than the first? What else can you notice? What else is your body trying to tell you? What else is your mind trying to tell you? And your heart. Sit with this deep connection of yourself and take 10 long, deep breaths. Count them from 10 down to 1. Dropping yourself deeper and deeper into this connection with yourself each time. If you lose count, no worries. Start back at 10. Allow the breath to begin to awaken you, to begin to really connect you with this moment that you feel different than when you stepped on your mat today. Little micro movements when it feels right. Maybe a nice stretch or rolling of your wrists and ankles. Eventually, ball yourself up into a tight ball and roll yourself to one side in a supported fetal pose. Give yourself some time to drop into that. The reason we always end in this supported fetal pose is because it is our rebirth. An actual symbol, an actual message that we get to start new in every single moment, after every single practice, after every single breath. So sit in that for a sec. Feel yourself held by Mother Earth. Take one more breath there. And then roll yourself up to a seat, palms at the center of your heart, Anjali Mudra, and let's take one last breath together. Now, before we take this breath, I want you to tap in to that which is truest to you in this moment. What do you want to create for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week? What is it that you want to create for yourself? Tap into that now. Once you have that intention, on our inhale, I want you to imagine that you're really bringing that in as much as you possibly can. And on the exhale, I want you to imagine that you're sending it out as a prayer to the universe. So together, exhale whatever you've got in your lungs. Inhale, fill up with that beautiful intention, whatever it is that feels truest to your heart. Open mouth, exhale, send it out. Bow your chin to your chest. The light that shines from your heart, it's the same exact light that shines from mine. And therefore, I can see and honor and love you with ease. Because that is my truth, I bow to you. Namaste. Beautiful, beautiful practice, friends. I'm so excited to get started with you. I will see you on our live call. I love you so much. Wishing you so many blessings for the day.